Hi guys, I'm Clay Ballard with Top Speed Tennis. I have a great question for you guys today. Do you ever feel like you start out your match, maybe you're the type of player that just hits the same serve every time, but you got some good speed on it today, you got nice spin on it, and you're giving your opponent a lot of trouble. So you're hitting those serves really nicely just where you want to, and they're having a difficult time returning them. But as the match goes on, your opponent starts to get used to your speed, he gets used to your curvature. As you keep hitting the same shot, he can adjust, and now he's returning those with ease, and it doesn't faze him at all later in the match. Well, that's the risk that you run when you have only one type of serve. In this video, we're going to talk about the three major types of serves and the very specific key checkpoints you need to have when you're making contact. There's going to be differences with each of these three types of serves so that you can start to implement all three of those into your game. You're going to be mixing it up on the court. Your opponent's not going to know what to expect. You're going to boost your aces. You're going to feel like you have more control than ever. We're going to do all that in this video. I'm going to tell you those three different keys, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about how we can now work these different serves to really throw your opponents for a loop. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so in order to be effective with the serve, we really got to be able to change up the spins that our opponent's going to see and our placement on the court. And that's what we're going to go over in this video, the different contact points for the three different types of shots. The first one I want to go over, a very consistent shot, is called the kick serve or the top spin serve. And basically what's going to happen is I'm making contact. My racket is going to be what I feel like is parallel with the ground. It's actually going to be, I'm going to feel like my racket is parallel with the ground. It's getting straight up and down spin on this ball, so that the ball is going higher, it's curving down into the court, and then it's kicking up. That's where it gets its name from, the kick serve. And I'm gonna feel, again, like I'm making contact with the racket parallel with the ground. So as I'm making contact, I would be here with the racket parallel. That's gonna be the feeling so that I can get straight up and down spin. Now in reality, my racket is gonna be a little bit more vertical than that. It's gonna be on the way from parallel, kicking up a little bit. But the main idea here is that I'm going to be getting this direct up and down top spin. So if we do this, it's going to look something like that, where the ball is curving straight up and down. Now the second type of serve we're going to talk about here is called the slice serve, also a very effective serve. Instead of the racket, us feeling like the racket is parallel, we're going to now feel like the racket is more to 45 and sliding across this ball. That's going to cause a right to left spin. So instead of the kick serve being here, we're going to feel as though the slice serve is here, and it's causing the ball to curve right to left. So if I do the slice serve, it's going to get that ball to curve right to left. Let me go ahead and curve one a little bit more than that so you can see it. There you go. So you can really see that ball kind of going from right to left. And then the final serve is going to be our flat serve, and it's going to be the most vertical. So as I make contact with the flat serve, my racket is basically going to be like this, almost straight up and down. There still will be an angle between the arm and the racket. But the idea here is that as I'm making contact, my racket is just moving directly through the ball. So the first one, kick serve, spin is straight up and down, a lot of curvature, kicks up into the air. Slice serve at a 45, the ball curves right to left and slides out to the left as it hits the ground. And then the final serve, the flat serve, is just going to be dead straight. Again, those are just hit out into the distance, but you can see the difference in the curvatures. Flat serve is going to go the fastest, slice serve is going to be in the middle, kick serve is going to be the slowest. But when we vary these into different positions on the court, we can cause a lot of trouble for our opponent. And let me go ahead and just give you two examples of how we can use this in our serve. So for the first example, let's imagine that I'm hitting up into the deuce side of the court, and I use my slice serve, and it curves and kicks off the left side of the court. Now that ball is going to kick my opponent wide, and he's going to have to run off the court to be able to return that. So if that's working, I can keep on hitting that slice serve to pull him off the court, open up the entire right side of the court, and then do an easy put away to the right side that he won't be able to return. Once he starts to get wind of this and kind of understand that's what's going on, he's going to start to cheat more and more to his right to anticipate that serve coming out wide on him. When he does this, I can now switch to a flat serve and hit it right up the tee, so it's going to be farther away from him. He's not going to be able to reach that serve. The same thing on the opposite side. So if I'm on the ad side, I can now use my kick serve, the one that goes straight up and down, to land wide in the right side of the court, kick off the court, and pull my opponent out wide on that side. Now that's also going to kick up in the air where he has a high backhand to try to return. That's going to be very difficult for him to return. And he's probably going to hit a poor shot coming back, and I can put it away on the left side of the court. So it's the exact opposite of what I did on the other side of the court. Now, as he starts to understand this is what's going on, he's going to start anticipating that and moving more to the left to try to get over there where he can hit a better shot, or maybe run around and hit a forehand when I hit that kick serve on that side. And then I can serve up the tee, hitting a slice serve, which curves from right to left. It's going to kick away from him, and he's not going to have any chance to actually get to that shot. So these are just a couple examples of how you can vary up these shots, get your opponent guessing and moving all over the court and really never knowing what's going to happen, and you can always keep them on your toes. You're going to make tons of aces. You're going to really just become a better server overall once you develop these 3 different shots. So practice these 3 shots, work them in all different areas of the service box, but I really want you to focus in on kick serve, feeling like your racket is level, slice serve, feeling like you're coming and releasing it here, making contact here where the racket's going across the ball, and then the flat serve, the most vertical, and the racket's moving straight through. Once you get these 3 different serves down, you're going to be a terror on the court, and you're going to win a lot of points. So good luck to you guys, and good luck with those aces. All right, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to check out the bonus that I'm about to play. It's a preview from the Power Serve series where we talk about how to get a lot of speed. So if you really want to ramp up the speed on that first serve and get a lot more aces, not only with your directional control that you worked on in this video, but just to overpower your opponent, you're going to want to check out that video series. So go ahead and click the link as it pops up in your screen as the preview plays here in a second, or down below in the description if you're on a mobile device. If you want to check out our latest videos, be sure to subscribe to this channel by clicking the subscribe button below, and hit the like button. That always helps us out to grow the channel. And if you have any questions at all, just post them in the comments and I'll be sure to answer them. Good luck to you guys. Good luck with your serve, and I'll see you soon. Hi guys, I'm Clay Ballard with Top Speed Tennis, and today I'm joined with Michael Durr from Pro Speed Baseball. He's going to clock a few serves of mine, and we're going to talk about where speed comes from in the tennis serve. We're going to bust one of the biggest myths, which is that the hips create most of your speed. Let's go ahead and get started. First one, I'm going to go ahead and hit one full serve, and we'll see how fast that goes. What do we get there? 110. Okay, so that was my first serve. We're going to start with that. We're going to assume that's my full speed. And now from here, what I'm going to do is go ahead, and I'm not going to use the hips at all. What this is going to teach me to do when I hit serves off my knees, it's going to teach me to load my upper body, load the racket, and then extend that racket to really maximize the speed from my right arm and from my upper body, which is where most of that speed comes from. So we're going to go ahead and toss a couple